Hello! Down here in the basement wood shop, I want to show you a little project I did some time ago. It's a case for a Colt revolver, and it's highly figured walnut. And I did a little bit of research on making these kind of cases, and one of the cases I liked best was the one that belonged to Buffalo Bill Cody. Now, one of the things he did was he had the revolver pointing to the right, and most cases have the revolver pointing to the left, which is crazy because if you're right-handed, you can't pick the revolver out. Doesn't work very well that way. Well, anyway, this case here is kind of a fusion of a lot of different cases. This is called French pocket. It's got a deck, and the revolver fits down into a pocket. And I made this as kind of a throwback to percussion days. Then it's got a little hatch here. There's some oil and a cleaning rod and patches and things like that. Now, Buffalo Bill's revolver, all this revolver case was all filled with ammunition, which is a great idea, but in these times maybe it's not, so I didn't do that. I'll show you the wood on it. It was a very small piece of wood. It's a local tree here that a hardwood business does these kind of things. He takes really good trees like this, but he was producing rifle stock blanks, and this is just some cut-offs from it. He sold this wood to me for $5, and you know, enough to do some boxes, small boxes. You see the sides here. There's it. Yeah, see, very nice. The bottom's mahogany because I didn't have enough wood to spread that around. And the top's 3 pieces. And there's flaws in the wood, which is kind of neat. I don't know, get the reflection on it. There's like, you know, some kind of splits and maybe even some holes and stuff. It just gives it character, in my, my humble opinion. Anyway, the grips are from the same tree. And I just thought that would be kind of neat to show that, you know, this type of revolver. Of course, this is a revolver you have to be very, very careful of. You don't want to point them at cameras or anybody. It's got a cylinder. You check it through the gate here. You check the cylinder through the gate. It's not a drum that you spin. This is a real thing here. This is a Colt. It's mid-50s, and somebody decided to shorten the barrel and blew the whole thing. You know, but the thing about it is it's a shooter. You can go out and shoot it and not worry about scratching it. It's very, very, very nice. And it's 38 special, not 45. And one thing I found out is a 38 special single action Colt is a lot more accurate than a 45 long Colt, and that's no joke. Something about the long Colt chambering that they did is just not very good. Okay, thought you might like that. Now, the first box I built was for this reproduction. It's a Pieta. But that's kind of a traditional case, 1858 Remington replica. And I shoot out of this case. It's got everything. It's really convenient. I don't know why someone doesn't make these, sell them for that particular revolver, because the case is very nice. Now, out of the same tree, this here is just laminated western maple. This walnut here. Now, this walnut here is a little further up the tree. It's lighter. And in here I have a Smith & Wesson Model 18 22 long rifle. And that's a shooter too. It's got holster wear, and it's just a great little little revolver. Now this is a much simpler case, see? And this is just some cardboard here with felt wrapped around it, and I can keep the get that back in there. It's a tight fit. I like to make these tight and thin. Here's the original grips for it, but they're way too small for my hand, so I have to have this big ugly grips. But I'm down here working on some wood stuff. I'm working my way back up to the machine shop. I restoring some old cases here. This is one for this dial indicator kit. It's dated 1937 in there. It was all busted apart, and it had nails in it previously. I cleaned it up a bit, just threw a couple coats of poly on it, and that's the gauge that goes in there. Here's another case I'm working on right here. This is my grand eBay buy of, it's a 48-inch Scher Temenko veneer caliper, and that was on eBay a couple weeks ago for 149 bucks. Pawn shop out of New Jersey. I do layout work often. I have a 36-inch pair, and I've run out of room on that a couple of times, so I picked these up. They're cheap enough, but what a find. But what happened in shipping, that 8-pound caliper there busted that box to pieces, so I just put that together. Then I got another box over here that's for one of those heavy veneer height gauges, and it's all busted apart too, and I'm putting that together. So I'm kind of thinking around down here in the wood shop. Yeah, this is the old table saw I used to make boxes. It's an old 1960s Powermatic Model 65. Excellent condition, come out of a local school. I like this old stuff. Yeah, I got a 14-inch saw over there with a vacuum thing on it. A bunch of tools and stuff going on here. But this is my little basement wood shop, and this is some of the things they do where wood meets metal, you know. I like this here. This is a Witherby chisel, and I got an African bloodwood handle on there with brass bushings to keep it from splitting. And it works really good. I made a whole set of these. These are old chisels that I picked up. You know, they're all rusty and stuff. I clean them up and put handles on them. Make my own stuff pretty much best I can. But anyway, I thought you might like to see that. Okay. Thanks for looking. Bye.